where they make blue diamond gusset jeans. They soak pride in every stitch, guarantee you love the way they fit. They put a diamond gusset in the crotch where you need it most. Blue diamond gussets got it, others don't.
We turn jeans inside out. Diamond Gusset Jeans. Made in the USA with unparalleled quality. Our Defender motorcycle jeans combine gusset comfort with Kevlar protection, so you can ride all day with confidence. Order yours at gusset.com. Diamond Gusset Jeans got it. Others don't.
Alex Jones here with vital information concerning our nation's fragile food supply. Folks, there are some truly dangerous trends forming, and I think it's important for my listeners to do three things right away. Number one, study the past. History really does repeat itself. Number two, learn to spot the dangerous food shortage trends. Number three, take decisive action. A perfect storm is brewing for a global food crisis. That's why I'm telling everyone to read the new book, Rising Prices, Empty Shelves. Warning signs that trigger the deadliest famines in history. Don't get caught unprepared when the crisis hits. This book is only available at risingpricesemptyshelves.com. You'll also get a free copy of Supermarket Survival, How to Cut Your Grocery Bills in Half. Again, that website is risingpricesemptyshelves.com. That's risingpricesemptyshelves.com.
You've heard Alex explain how the Silver Lungs generator infuses the respiratory system with your self-produced colloidal silver solutions, yet many are unaware of the entire function of the Silver Lungs system and how it has been designed to deliver your silver solutions anywhere in or on the body. My name is Mario Cifaldi, and I'm the developer of the Silver Lungs generator. Not only does the Silver Lungs system produce endless colloidal and ionic silver solutions, it also comes equipped with the proper applicators and devices needed to deliver your silver solutions directly to key target areas. This includes the eyes, ears, nose, lungs, topically to the skin, and orally for the digestive system. Be sure to watch our new 7-minute video tour of the Silver Lungs system at www.silverlungs.com to learn more about how the Silver Lungs system works. As well, we are always ready to answer any questions you may have. That's www.silverlungs.com.
Hi, folks. This is Alex Jones. I'm looking for people that have the wisdom to spot savings, opportunity, and recognize risk. Saving means to make money. The Cal Ben Pure Soap Company can save you thousands of dollars and give you good old-fashioned real soaps that are triple concentrated and twice as good as what you're using now. Soaps made from vegetable and coconut oils that contain no useless dyes, perfumes, deodorants, or antibacterials. Your risk is the hundreds of hazardous toxic detergents that give you rashes, itching sores, and deteriorating clothing called lint. If you want something better, if you want something you've never had before, you have to do something you've never done before. Getting a free catalog is easy by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com. Take charge of your health now by calling 800-340-7091 or see Calvin on the web at 5starsoap.com.
Coast to coast, direct from Austin. You're listening to the Alex Jones Broadcasting Network.
We are on the march. The Empire is on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
All right, well, we got about 10 and a half minutes here. We'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. Central. And I want to get to all the callers, at least that are holding. So let's go to you directly right now. Let's talk to Phil in California. Phil, you're on the air. Welcome.
Hey, Alex. I just had to ask your advice about something.
Okay.
Well, basically, I'm sure that you're aware of the weekend of September 11th is going to be a lot of propaganda at football stadiums across the nation, high school, college, and professional.
Oh, by the way, it's being reported by CNN, no 9/11 first responders are allowed. The actual heroes of 9/11, because they're all angry about the asbestos and the government knowingly lying to them. That's how evil this government is, and they're going to use those heroes to make themselves look like heroes, but the heroes aren't allowed to be there.
Yeah, that's disgusting. Well, pretty much I play football here at a college in California, and I was looking for a way to protest because I have a feeling they're going to be bringing out the military and spouting off about terrorists and the day the world changed and all this, and something I could do, maybe a sit-down or...
Wow, I tell you, I could talk for hours with you about different ideas. I would do something like print off a few thousand flyers with basic 9/11 facts. The smoking guns of 9/11, that's a good thing to search and pull up those 300 smoking guns and point out that they're now rebranding terrorism to domestic groups. I'd print off a bunch of copies of Fox News and AP that the number 3 in Al-Qaeda secretly works for the Pentagon. That's what I'd do, Phil. I would just point out that regardless of what you think about 9/11, it's been used to take our freedoms away, and that 9/11 shouldn't be a tool to kill America.
Yeah, I agree, Alex. One thing, it is going to be hard as I am going to be going through drills and everything on the field. I'd like to get out, but I'm only I'm restricted to what I can do.
Well, do this. Just get a good 9/11 documentary and make 20 copies and give it to 20 people. You don't have to save the world by yourself. It's little things that build up to big things, Phil. I appreciate your call. Let's talk to Justin in Missouri. Justin, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I just wanted to, everybody's talking about Ron Paul, and I agree we need to get him in office, but everybody needs to realize also that we need to put some people in the Congress and the Senate to back him up as well, because that happens in that election cycle as well.
Hey, listen, the Federal Reserve is incredibly unpopular in every poll now. Rick Perry's having to act like he's anti-Federal Reserve to try to get elected. Look at how far we've come. Ron Paul, Rand Paul, they're only a manifestation. I agree. Everyone should run on the ideas of liberty articulated by Ron Paul, and it's a winning formula. And even if you don't win the first time, you're going to educate people in those debates, in those interviews, whether it's city council, water district, state legislature, just do it.
Yeah, but I mean the people as well, to vote some like-minded folks into the Senate and the Congress to help them. Because as you said before, one guy can't do it all.
Well, one guy can't. But again, going back to what I'm saying, how big a manifestation is it of liberty that he was an underdog candidate 3.5 years ago, and now, any way you slice it, even AP's own analysis agrees, so does the Pew Research, that he is number 1 or number 2. I mean, he really is the front runner right now. He is the front runner, even with the media trying to ignore him. That shows us how far we've come, Justin.
Yeah, and I've been calling my local shows here in St. Louis, and it's like, every time I tell them I want to talk about Ron Paul or Rick Perry, it's like I wait 2 hours and the show ends and they never come to me.
Well, I'm telling you, you can call in about another political issue and then bring up what you want once you get on air. This whole call screening business, I only screen calls when we've got a specific topic, and there is a talking point out there to attack Ron Paul. Most of these local talk show hosts are not government agents. They're weak-minded idiots who think if they regurgitate what CNN and Fox News say, that makes them sound real good. No, we're not talking about Ron Paul while we look at other candidates because he can't win. We say so. That's disgusting. Let's go ahead and talk to Sky in Washington. Sky, you're on the air.
Hi, Alex. We're talking about FEMA, so I want to talk about this Border Patrol situation going on up here by the border. We had like 4 agents over in Port Angeles. That's kind of near the coast in Washington. And now they got it up to 40. And even the people that work there was one agent who came out and went public and said, we're not doing anything besides driving around and trying to make work for us, because they're responding to everything from bank robberies to domestic violent situations in trailer parks.
No, I saw those articles all over the northern border. and, of course, you're up there in Washington, right on the Canadian border. All over the Canadian border, they're sending the Border Patrol to regular events, and they're building a fence up there in many areas instead of doing it in the South where it's needed, because they don't want Americans to get out during a depression. They're locking the country down where you can't get out, you can just get in. And so that's what's going on. And look, I've got an article right here out of CBS News where they just calmly report, yeah, the Air Force helped Freudian slip, helped raid a gun shop. And again, I see articles every 2 days now where Marines respond to robbery. Marines, Army running checkpoints 10 miles from base. And it's totally illegal. But it's illegal for Obama to be launching wars without congressional approval. I mean, it's very scary, Sky.
Well, they're also working with the local police departments in this program called Operation Stone Garden. It's a FEMA program or something to try to, I don't know what they're doing with the local.
Sir, they've come in with federal money that was taken from the states to begin with. They've set up threat fusion centers, and I've gotten training videos from inside. I've aired them. It's been national news. And all they do is talk about in the fetters, get us out of the UNers, anti-globalists, and how evil veterans are. I mean, they actually, with a straight face, none of this has to do with Al-Qaeda. Even if you believe the fairy tale about bin Laden and all of this stuff, the whole thing is about Americans that don't want foreign banks coming in like we're a third world country and taking us over. Okay? It's simple. We're being conquered. I appreciate your call. Tim in Connecticut, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for taking my call.
Thank you.
I'm a U.S. Navy veteran, and I got out in the early 90s, and I have a home remodeling business here in Connecticut. And about three and a half years ago, I worked for a White House staffer who I really don't want to get anybody in trouble. I don't want to say their name. But after they found out I was a U.S. Navy veteran, they slowly confided in me for about, a year on and off that I worked there. And they told me, I was informed that, yes, there is a plan for martial law in the United States. And not only that we will see United Nations troops in our streets. And this was right when Obama was running for, when he was...
well, by the way, if new listeners just tuned in, I was first told this by generals and colonels we interviewed who are retired, who went to events, and these speeches were given. But now it's official. NLE09, FEMA put out a press release. You just type in NLE09, that 14 countries are prepared to enter the U.S. for civil emergencies, including Mexican and Canadian troops, and then they use, quote, U.S. troops in Canada for the Olympics. So, yes, sir, what they were confiding in you is public. See, that's what's crazy. This is all public. They're just counting on the general population not going and looking this up. And again, they're doing it because the banks have taken us over. They got their people in all the positions of power and then had our government sign on to their debt. Do you understand that?
And one of the other issues I used to bring up, every time I said Obama, they said, Tim, it's not Obama, it's Rothschilds. They are in control of all of it. It's the Rothschild family. They'd almost scream it in my face at times. They'd get so frustrated because, I'm always searching for answers. And they'd give me limited information and let me read things, and then you can't take it with you, but we just want you to know.
So they seem tortured by this. I talked to a very well-known doctor. I'm just going to leave that alone. They've been on the show, but I won't say their name in association with it. And they were told by a head of state in Europe, a major head of state, a woman, not hard to figure out who, that she's very sad about the fact that once the world government's in place, that they're going to release a bioweapon and kill most of us. But that's just what's going to happen. Ladies and gentlemen, this isn't a game. Once their world government's in place, once it's in place, all of you police, all of you people that have served the system, you are not going to believe what happens to you while you're there dying with your family. I'm out of time. Great job to the crew. I'm sorry to Dave and Justin and Danny. You call me back tomorrow, I'll get to you 11 a.m. Central. Now get out there and take on the tyrants and wake up. A very wealthy U.S. citizen is predicting that in 2011, we will witness the most important day in America in more than 50 years. He says it will change everything about our lives. The way you shop, travel, invest, educate your children.